All right, what's up everyone? We are back and today we are throwing Simon lines only. Let's get into it. This is something I've been wanting to try for a while. Basically, if you don't know, Simon Lizotte, he's one of the top tier touring professionals out on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. And basically, actually recently, he's kind of toned it down some, but he's known for just throwing the craziest lines to get to the basket. I think the best way I can explain it is it is the highest risk, highest reward shot. And so that's what we're gonna do today. We're out at Empire Park. We're gonna play the front nine here and basically just do that. We're gonna find seemingly the hardest or weirdest line to the basket that we can find and try to execute. All right, so originally I was gonna go, hole one here is 309 feet. I was gonna go just backhand hyzer because it's out of bounds the whole way, just a big spiking hyzer. But I think there was a truck that just pulled up, so they're in the parking lot now, which is totally fine. But it kind of changed what I'm doing. So I think I'm actually gonna go detour. We have a left to right, so I'm gonna go detour out kind of over the water and just see if it'll kind of pan back. It should be, especially for me, this is definitely the hardest shot I could probably throw here. I hope you can see it. Oh boy, don't roll. Sit, please. All right, that wasn't the worst possible outcome, but we are gonna throw one more. All right, we're basically throwing the same disc, just in fairway driver. I'm throwing an F3 Proto, beat up, but a little higher, same line. Oh my. All right, that was actually a really good shot. Kind of faded out towards the end, but I'm definitely deep in the basket. I'll take that. All right, literally on my way over here, I switched to the Exo Soft Link, so we'll see if it does anything better in this cold weather. Pretty straight. We'll pretend that was a layup and not a run. All right, par off the first. Certainly take that. This one's gonna be tough. There's two schools of thought. So this one's 354. Usually I throw forehand over the road, which is OB, and then OB is up above the road. So I could go huge backhand and I could go turnover, but I think, I don't know, maybe I'll try both again actually now that I think about it. I just put this R2 Defy from the Gyropalooza box in my bag. 167 gram, same wind as the first hole, but I'm gonna go hyzer over the road because I guess the smart play, I never said that, the smart play, I mean, for me, I can go forehand and get to the basket, but a lot of people will just throw forehand or backhand right at this tree or the light pole somewhere there, up, and then tap in a par. Birdie's really tough on this hole, but it's definitely manageable. But I'm gonna go backhand hyzer first, and then we'll go backhand turnover on the left side. If it skips, it's good. Pretty sure that's in the road. All right, we're gonna go Gorgon, backhand turnover, basically just throwing the same shot as I threw the F3 in the detour earlier, but hopefully it works this time. I didn't get it wide enough. That is the tree where you normally would like to lay up at. So, well, granted, I guess I kicked out of bounds, but would have been decent. All right, my Defy was not in the road, so and I don't see it on this side, so it's probably on the other side. I went up there and looked for a second, but the left to right wind, I think just kind of pushed it once it got onto hyzer. So I don't know, maybe it's up there, maybe not, I don't know, but we're gonna play from this one and hopefully just take our bogey and move on. Oh, that's really good actually. Wow. All right. I really hope that Defy's in bounds because that was exactly what I wanted to do. I think just better wind, it would have helped to get over. I think it just got pushed, but. So I did manage to find the Defy. It was on the other side of the road and I'm pretty sure it got ran over. So it is what it is. I guess there's nothing I can really do about it now. It's just gonna be a little flippier than it was. This might be the hardest hole we do today. It's 558 par 4. And it's sitting down and to the left, unless you have a huge pro level backhand, you're not gonna get down there for the eagle. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is maybe a forehand roller. I could probably try backhand roller. I just don't know how to control those as well. So we're gonna try, we have a tailwind too, so we're gonna try to lay down a forehand roller and basically just hopefully it rolls straight like up to that like little house or shed, whatever that is up there. If I can roll straight and then it kind of fall down to the right, we might have like some kind of pitch up, make an easier birdie, I don't know. But I think eagle's out of the question, but I think this is the way I get there. We're gonna try a couple. I just don't have the power for that. All right, we're totally gonna scrap this plan. So I think for the sake of a quote unquote Simon line, I'm trying to choose the hardest line. I definitely think that is the hardest, but I don't think that's even like a chance that I could get down there with a good shot, like good forehand roller. So normally what I do is I throw forehand almost like at the trees or kind of like a little bit to the right of them, and it just falls kind of at like the second light post, like the first or middle one right off the tee. But that's kind of my play, and then I pitch down. So I think, because I really don't throw backhand because I don't want to end up in the woods should I misfire. So I think my Simon line, like more realistically, is going to be some like huge hyzer flip backhand that just pushes like as far as I can possibly get. And we'll see if that's any better. Yeah, so we're just like, we're really just going to lay into this thing. Yeah. I don't know, like those watching would be like, oh dude, I've gotten further than that. I definitely think that's the furthest down the fairway I've gotten with that. I wish I had a Tectus so I could see how fast that went. It's probably like 58, but whatever. Just so you can see now, my disc is here by this light pole, the basket is all the way down there. My Gorgon is sitting somewhere over there. Yeah, this is definitely the furthest I've been. I think anything like, I think honestly, if you can get over these rocks, depending on like how good you are, you're definitely in like jump putt territory. I don't know if I could jump putt from the rocks, but I'm not there anyway, so what does it matter? I got really far. I'd like to know, I wish I had a rangefinder. I'd like to know how far this is. Yeah. All right. I feel like backhand could almost be my play, I guess depending on the wind. A tailwind with like an understable disc that has like infinite glide, I guess is kind of a cheat code, but might. The scariest hole on the course, at least for me by far, because I mean, if you throw anything that's like not even slightly good, probably not gonna get the disc back, and the water is up today, so that makes it extra scary. This hole's only 260. You obviously have the water carry. My normal play is usually like, depending on the wind, is either like a Justice or an overstable fairway, and I just kind of throw it on Anheuser and just let it kind of be fighting the whole time, and I hit this straight middle gap. I think the real Simon line here is there's like a smaller hyzer gap on the right side. And so we're gonna try to hit that. I do feel bad throwing discs on this one. I can't decide if I want to just throw a putter to like sacrifice it, because I'd probably throw a pyro or something, but I really don't want to lose that. But I think we're gonna go pyro because it's probably the best disc for the shot. And if I do end up losing this, I have a balance, and it's like, it's a little more stable, but it's almost like one of these brand new. I'm pretty sure I just peered it. Holy cow. Part of me wants to throw one more just because that was crazy. I think I'm gonna go straight gap just for the funsies though. I already did my Simon line. Plus if I don't make it over, I'll probably just cut this out anyways. We're safe. I was walking around, because obviously you can't walk over the water. Gotta walk around. I was like reflecting on that shot, because that's like, when I think about it, that was just like a stock hyzer. So like, I guess you could maybe not qualify that as like a Simon line, but I think something about the Simon line that's like important to know is that it's not always like the stupidest shot. Like I probably could have thrown some like grenade that just went up and came straight down or something like that. You know, it's not always like the stupidest shot, it's definitely just the hardest shot. And so, at least for me in that situation, I think the hyzer, because I've actually never thrown that line before, I think that was like the hardest shot for me. So, important to note, I am trying to find the hardest line here. And because that one was quote unquote easy, we're on to a 522 par 4 tunnel. Like you just follow this tunnel and it goes all the way to the basket. One of two lines could happen. One, because the sidewalk and beyond is OB. One is you could just throw hyzer and challenge the OB the whole way, but I throw forehands a lot. I actually don't really throw that line in tournaments just because it's a little bit unsafe, I guess. But I think we are going to go back to the forehand roller, and I'm just going to try to bite off a ton of this fairway. I will note too that this is probably the stupider shot, because like a lot of times you just go, like I'll just go like fairway probably to the first group, fairway into the basket, and then hopefully have a putt. But there is, again, sidewalk left and just this water right, and the water is up, so makes it way tighter. Oh, no way. I feel like I should try again because that one stood up perfectly. I just played it, I think, a little too inside, but I really don't want to lose a disc. All right, so we're skipping from the forehand roller. I think I'm gonna do what I did on the other par 4. We're gonna go backhand Gorgon, and I'm just gonna throw it as hard as I can. I hope it doesn't turn at all. I just want it to like flip up to flat, but I'm gonna try to bite off a lot that way and maybe compensate for hopefully not losing a disc. Yeah, it's gone. Oh, it might be good. Oh my gosh, it's good. Get back in bounds. Okay, so that was like a really bad shot turned into a really good roller. That was crazy. Yeah, let's go find that. All right, so I was walking, I like stepped off the disc, you know, just like the normal steps to try to gauge like a distance. And it was 112, 113, like in between steps. So like, I think typically like rule of thumb is you kind of multiply that by 3 to get meters and you get your rough distance. So whatever that is times 3, 112 times 3, like 336, mid 30s-ish. I'll take that for it being like a roller that hit like 150 feet off the fairway. So I like that. We're just gonna go chip up Justice into the basket and hopefully get a birdie here. Or I'll throw it straight out of bounds. All right, let's try that again. Went ahead and stabled up here. Captain's Raptor now. Perfect. See, throw the same line with something more overstable and it bails you out. I've been doing that a lot, like on my like forehand approaches. If I'm doing a standstill, it's like everything, I'm like, I guess pushing everything out to the left. It's a whole thing. We can pretend this is for birdie, right? Just forget that Justice shot ever happened. Birdie. All right, this one's kind of tough to do a Simon line on. It's 180 feet dead straight, just sitting on the stump. So I think I might take a little break-ish and just give it a bunch of ace runs and see if we can't ring something up. And then I'll probably throw like 3 or 4, and then I'll try something. Well, no, I'll do it at the beginning. What I'm gonna try to do, because like I could throw like a big spike hyzer, like either like forehand or backhand, and that'd be like the unconventional route. But I think what I'm gonna try to do is throw a roller and see if I can get it to roll up the stump that the basket's sitting on, and see what happens. All right, first things first, roller here. Kind of throw it straight. Uh-oh. Wow, that's the roller I was looking at on the other ones. All right, we got 3 forehands we're gonna try, and then we might try one more of those rollers just because I really want it to work. Oh, burned it. Better. All right, that bit straighter. Maybe. Oh, dang it. It's kind of funny like the weird like social anxiety I get when I'm recording, because like that whole hole there were people like walking behind and around, and like I just felt weird. But it's like I don't even know those people. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I don't know, it's just scary, I guess. Oh, actually, there was like a split second where I was like, nah, it's not going. Oh, it might go, and then it didn't. Great. Oh my gosh. All right, so this one's gonna be kind of interesting. Again, it's just like a wide open hole. It's 307, probably plays 320 to 330-ish up the hill. OB or hazard is this tall stuff. So typically you kind of go like just really far, you know, like far hyzer, backhand or forehand. Typically backhand is probably the safer. I go forehand a lot. But I think what I'm gonna try to do is just like make it like super obnoxious. So I'm gonna take the Defy and go like just really, really wide, high hyzer and just kind of get something spiking rather than just like a normal golf shot. And then I think another probably quote unquote, like I say dumb line, but like in the Simon line range, I think at least for me, I'm just gonna go like straight at the basket. Something with a little turn, little fade, but just go straight at the basket. I'll be very impressed if you can see this whole flight. We're just gonna go up and down. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Oh, I hit the top of the hill and then it's sitting on a hill. I think I hit the top and it rolled back behind, but honestly, that was really good. That probably ended up, that's like probably a lot of people's normal shot, like what I just did right there, but that was like, I don't know, it feels difficult for me. We're gonna go, I've got a PFN Champion T-Bird, so we're just gonna try to go like straight at the basket. A little too much Anheuser on it. Holy smokes though. All right, that was like the shot shape I was looking for. My line was off though. I went really far though. Honestly, I'll take this. I wish it had sat on the hill, but that's totally fine. I think I'm probably like a 35 to 40 range, so I'm gonna try to just like, I guess normal putt this, just because in case that rule does go into effect where you can't putt within 20 meters, I won't be allowed to jump this anymore. What a baby bid, dude. Go in. What the heck? Hole 8 here, 327 feet. I think the normal play is typically just a backhand hyzer because you got to cross all the water and just something, you know, it's shallower on this left side. So I think should you not like get the distance to get to the basket, you have something that's just at least crashing onto the dry side. So I think I'm just going to do the opposite. I think that would be the Simon line. I'm just going to go hyzer kind of at these trees over here and just let it fade towards, because if I'm short, it's in the water, but I'm clubbing up, so hopefully that's not an issue. What the heck was that? I mean, that's safe, but that sucked. We're trying that again because I don't know if I rolled or threw it on Anheuser. It's a little headwindy, but that just, I mean, that's like a seemingly brand new destroyer and it just like dumped like that. We have a technically not new destroyer, new to me, so we'll see if this one's a little more stable. I mean, it is. Same problem I talked about earlier though, skip in. All right, I played that one so safe. Same problem though is that, and now it's while I'm walking up, I'm pushing everything to the left. I can't just come straight through. So we'll work on that. I'm gonna throw one backhand because why the heck not? Oh, the snap though. Oh, okay, so two things. That distance is absolutely money, but the first thing, I'm missing lines. That's my big problem. I'm not throwing the disc where I think I'm aiming, so that needs to fix. And then two, the rolling over the forehands needs to fix. So yeah, lots to work on. We'll be all right. All right, a little berg run at the basket. It is kind of headwindy, but we're gonna go for it anyways. Oh, okay. I think I could have done better on that shot. Granted, that was just fine. I think I could have gave it more of a bid, but I was so focused on just throwing it straight that time. But I mean, it worked out, so I guess I'll take it. All right, the last hole is where all logic and reason goes out the window. We're looking at like 250 over the water, like water carry the whole way. I'm just gonna go, I think the only way I can make this hole like a quote unquote Simon line is maybe like a huge hyzer around the tree, but I honestly don't think I could like even execute that shot. So I'm gonna go water skip because I think that would be fun. I have this Raptor that I lost. Someone found it. I actually lost on hole 4. Someone found it, got it back to me. Thank you for that. But now I'm pretty much, I feel like I'm gonna sacrifice this thing. All right, well, It worked. I think I'm gonna try that again actually, because again, I missed my line. All right, I have this other, ooh, definitely don't wanna throw this. Lester FD, that is not the disc I thought I grabbed. All right, got it this time. Just, I guess just Z Raptor, but this is new to the bag. It's not as stable as I wanted it to be. So I think since that one's safe, we're gonna try better this time. Okay, well, that's interesting. I really like that one, but it got there too fast. So do I try a mid now? You know what I mean? Or do I pick those up and try again? All right, this might be dumb, but again, I have a replacement for the Pyro. Oh, it made it. It made it. Okay, so I just went and picked up, for whatever reason, this hole, I just had like the most fun in a long time playing disc golf doing that. So we're gonna go these two, and it's probably honestly because I didn't lose any discs. So I'm like, oh, this is easy. We'll see if like that enjoyment stays after I probably lose one, but we're gonna go Raptor Raptor and finish it here. Again, I threw it too far. All right, I really got to get this one down. There we go. Keep going, please. Ah, right on the edge, but I can definitely get that one. Dang. This is like basketball now. You can't end on a miss. So I'm gonna go Justice because I have like an immediate like replacement for this one. I guess I do for the Raptors too, but I can lose this one and be okay. Ah, I'm missing the line. Uh-oh. All right, that one might be gone. Let's call it there. I can lose one, I can't lose two or more. All right, so somehow the shot that didn't touch the water at all is parked. I recovered the Raptor, like right in there. Justice is out shorter, can't get that one, but yeah, that's it. All right, well, that is it. That ended up being a little more hectic at the end than I was anticipating. All in good fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff coming in the new year we're really excited for, so be on the lookout for all of that new stuff coming. Around us to the moon.